You tell me if you're live. If we're live.
And we're a go.
We're live?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Welcome everyone to Lower Lines. I'm ShadowMeowth and I'm joined today by Selenity. Only Selenity, not Cess. She had something else coming up, so we're going to be today just Sel and I. Hopefully that's not too disappointing. How you been, Sel?
Been very good. So yeah, hello everyone. We will
So
miss Cess this time, but we will
yeah.
struggle on without her.
Fortunately, the chapter we'll tackling today is a light one, kind of. kind of.
Less lore heavy at least.
It's shorter. Let's say it's shorter.
And no important musical cues.
hmm that's something to miss, actually. Okay. Last chapter was a ride. I adore Palom Polo.
Palom is such a good chapter. It's easily, like I said, it's the emotional highlight really of the game.
Yeah.
I love that one.
A city of dreams. Okay, let's go. Into Nautilus.
Seasick?
Nope. I'm fine.
We should start counting Vanille's lives in this chapter.
At least it's not a drinking game. We wouldn't make it to the end.
True. Okay. Please don't screw up, thank you. Please don't screw up my paradigms. Okay. Let's see, and frost. And haste! Cess would be so happy right now if she were here.
Pace is just guess.
Your microphone has some weird, creepy echo right now. Just saying.
1 second.
It sounds creepy.
Is that any better?
Yeah, that's it's gone the creepy reverb.
I did the greatest of all IT tricks. I turned my headphones off and turned them back on again.
Ah, it's a time tested trick.
Oh,
Damn it. Okay, let's see when she should. Let me see. Oh, renew. But that's a tactic. but she gets rice. Hey, Rhapsodic. We are at Nautilus today, and you missed, regrettably, the Palum Palum chapter, but it's in the VOD, so you can watch. I don't really need race though, because I'm going to be leading with Sass.
Yeah, he's not quite as squishy.
Imperial, that's the good stuff. And I got Sass with and fire. Okay, what do we got here? Dispel, that's another good thing. Hey, it's great that you're awake for this. Yeah, right. We're not having Cess today, which is a sad thing, but we got me, and you've got Cell. So okay, so the paradigm side check really, yeah, okay, that's fine. And how we at? Where we at? Okay, Vanille, not bad. So yeah, they're pretty even. Is it weird that after leaving Hope at the magic stats that I left him, these stats seem overwhelming. Underwhelming to me.
Wasn't it like 400?
Nearly 400, yeah. The thing is, these are the normal stats that you can get, more or less. I mean...
Yeah, these are perfectly serviceable stats.
Okay, we've done all that stuff. Oh, that's a crowd. That's some crowd, as Fan would say.
I have got to say, if there was some serious national incident that was going on in some village somewhere, my first thought wouldn't be, let's go to the amusement park. It might be, you know what, let's stay at home today.
I mean, true.
Not a lot of security here. Yeah, for these people, the Lassie panic must still seem like a world away. Huh. Oh, hey. Looks like they're putting Eidolons on parade.
Oh, the cutscene. That's
Starting soon.
This cutscene reminds me of the one in Final Fantasy VIII, when they get to it. Very beginning, when they have that parade. It's probably about as far as I've gotten through Final Fantasy VIII.
Attack the citizens, yeah, of course.
Oh look, it's the stars of the show.
Sanctum soldiers are tracking their location, but have yet to engage the fugitives. The presence of hostages has been confirmed.
What's wrong?
It's her.
Yep. Looks like the army finally found them.
Yeah, so it's like,
Hostages?
yeah, so it's like, oh yeah, she's just seen lightning, and there's Vanille, he's like, it's my wife.
Anyway.
The parade's about to start. Come on, let's go.
Sass is so nice.
He has to be. He's the responsible adult TM.
The only.
Like, some kind of...
100 Gil says we've got another...
Sure, everybody's fine. Right? Light of recent events elsewhere.
100 Gil says we've got another purge on our hands within a week. Damn, somebody in the crowd is cynical. They're right, but they're cynical.
Hey.
It's actually quite good to see, like, the crowd. Like, there's people in the crowd who are like, why on earth are they showing us these videos? Sure, that's going to make people more panic more. Like, for all the propaganda going on, no one on Cocoon's that stupid. They're all a bit, wait a minute. Although they did all still go to the amusement park.
These people have thought police, so I mean, and they don't even know. The 13 countdown clock. Well, then again,
Show us started. Look.
we'll later comment on that, but the
Yeah.
clocks in this world count to 13, at least until time was screwed up. Carbuncle!
It's party time, little lady.
The valid carbuncle.
Yeah! I would say that's Siren.
That one's Siren, yeah.
These look like Walmart Shiva.
Yeah, Walmart brand Shiva.
Free it!
Might and savage might, I will destroy Cocoon!
It's Clive!
Here comes the attack from Pulse.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it kind of looks like Walmart brand E3 as well. Which would make sense, because they don't exactly have cameras, do they? And they're historical figures rather than a fantasy.
With trusty blade and bounty
Ramu.
aid, I will defend Cocoon! To battle! You dare oppose me? I will fulfill my focus!
Ragnarok!
I'll see grant me strength!
Battle 4.
It's just interesting that all of these Lassie in this kind of presentation do incarnate summonings,
Oh, man.
which we don't hear about until later in the trilogy.
I mean, we know later in 13.2 that it is a technique, but it's kind of it kills you, as happened with Kai's.
Where to next, little lady?
I'll let you decide. Just keep on smiling.
I know. A Nautilus Park Day. With Sags.
Yeah, but should we really be playing around?
Forget about that heavy stuff for a while. And maybe this will just fade away.
Okay.
Great.
The sad,
Let's
sad
roll.
times of the two Stepford Smilers going out together.
Vanille is just trying to push everything, and it's not
So
really
this
working.
is the city of dreams?
Yeah, where she's been pretty much, let's keep going, let's do this, let's do that, let's take this path. Now that she's seen Fang, everything's just like stopped for her. She's gone very quiet. And Saz is already not in the greatest of moods, and now he's finding himself pulling her along. It's quite a hesitant session.
What's in Nautilus Park anyway?
It's a huge amusement park, built by the Sanctum. Bet they never expected to see visitors.
So, is this place special?
I promised Dodge. I was gonna bring him someday. Hope I can at least tell him about it.
You'll get the chance.
Maybe. I do know where they're keeping him.
Can I come with you?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll help, Vanille.
What about you? You got someone special out there?
Special? No.
Hi.
Really? Now that is kind of sad.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm kidding. I didn't mean to upset you.
Well, I'm just fine, thank you. I wanted to tell him everything.
Hang on, need to take a chug of a drink.
Not until the time's right.
Okay.
Drinking game, she's lying. Although, to be fair, I don't think I'm going to get very drunk off sparkling fruit, brush, lime and elderflower water.
I mean, it's a safe drinking game. I have my
Ooh,
glass of iced tea. I could take a
it's
sip.
so tiny. Are we allowed to pet him?
Sheep!
Look at these woolly little things. I just want
Also, yes, Rhapsodic Vanilla's just walking around with PTSD and smiling depression and not addressing her problems. 100%. And she's joined by Saz, who is in this place thinking, I was going to bring my son here. This was going to be such a wonderful time. And now I'm here, not with my son, because my son is a prisoner of war, pretty much. So they're both having a great time.
Wait for me.
Every time I come here,
Yeah, my wife pushed me into an elevator and I'm scared.
Oh, I thought I smelled something. That's Chocobo, isn't it?
Yeah, Vanille, but I prefer Grandpa's chocobos. They look better.
I mean, a chocobo is a chocobo. The most disappointing thing about this game is you can't pet them.
Mm,
Oh.
you can only pet them,
Somebody's
quote unquote,
Yeah. You can make
if
me
you're
laugh.
leading with
Dodge
Hope
is crazy about
and
chocobos.
you left the idol,
Really
and
wanted to
Hope
come
is the only one who pets the
Let's look
chocobo.
around.
Indeed.
Hope is the only valid character. There's a reason why Final Fantasy 15, I've played about 30 hours of it, and 15 hours of it was in the Chocobo Festival, where I discovered that Noctis will pet the Chocobos.
Wow, the toy looks just like the real thing.
The Carbon
I
Girls.
saw this one at the parade.
No, I don't think you can pet the Chocobos in 13.2. I mean, you can recruit the Chocobos in 13.2.
You can feed them, but I don't recall in 32 being able to pet the chocobo. And Lightning doesn't really pet.
I've never seen so many
well,
chocobos in...
then again, petting Odin is like.
She just starts her new career as a vet in the new world.
Glad I don't work here.
The smell reminded me of home. The wilderness of Pulse.
Come back here.
Sas is suffering, and Vanille is like, oh, she smells like animal. I'm happy.
We're all such city people.
Find that rascal.
I don't actually recall where the
You can get one in the middle of the sheep, one in the fountain.
Oh.
One on the cart, and then one with the chocobos.
Did we always sell these toys?
I was like, I never remember where this Chocolina goes.
Yeah, we can actually call the bird by name now, can't we? Because this is a non-spoiler run.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is the spoiler run. Woohoo!
And now she should be with the Chocobos.
I think she's with the group.
Coming through.
Can you hear the door? I think she's near the entrance, isn't she? The other side.
Oh no, here. Okay, now they go that way.
Go!
Chocolina giving you a free preview of her future store. Introductory offer.
Star Cannon. That's cool.
Well, it's not like she wants Saz to get poisoned. She's got plans for that man.
Chocolina starts earning money no matter the time. Yes. Chocolina is the epitome of stonks.
Part of the gang already.
Mm-hmm. Always good to be among friends.
The fun times are double.
Yeah, anytime anyone's deciding to have some sort of who's the most powerful protagonist slash antagonist slash character in the Final Fantasy series franchise, then all arguments should stop because it should just be Chocolina.
Yeah.
You're still number one, of course.
Of course.
A point in favor to Benil is that she actually pets the chocobo in this cutscene.
Thanks,
So.
Will. Now when I see Dodge,
She can have 1 point.
about the chocobos.
Only the one, because she is still lying to Saz.
He's being held by the military.
Sidecom, you mean?
Yeah.
And technically, she only pets the chocobo to stop it from eating her.
They're running tests.
So,
Trying to figure out his focus. turning myself in.
Huh?
I know they execute Lacey, but... hey. They're not total monsters.
Is
They'll
you
listen to
sure?
a final request. They'll have to. Before the end, I want to talk to Dodge one last time. I want to tell him about these chocobos. I want to tell him about everything I've seen.
But wait! Sass!
Listen, I don't want you to worry. You're not part of this. You'll have plenty of time to split before I surrender.
That's not what I meant!
I'm sorry, Vanille. I'm tired of all this running.
But... you can't. What about Dodge?
Huh?
It's a lessee because of someone from Pulse. You can't give up without getting revenge. I know who it is.
Yeah, things are a bit different when there's a name to the people you're betraying, isn't there? So,
For
you
the
know.
accident. The accident at Loredive.
Then tell me.
The lessee who ruined your life was...
Soldiers? Where'd they come from? Get out of here, Vanille.
See, no wonder Lightning was like about to get promoted. No one else in the entire military can shoot.
It's like Stormtrooper
Surrender, they'll kill us.
accuracy.
Yeah.
They kind of dress like Stormtroopers, so...
But then if they all backflip as they shoot like Lightning does, then perhaps that's why none of them can aim for shit.
Good Sass, you kind of shot nothing there.
No one on Cocoon can aim for shit. That's why he has to fire so many times.
I mean, it's kind of funny that the team really kind of sometimes feels like they don't really have to. They're not really warriors. They're just people that happen to be in a, I mean, be there and do. I mean, Fang is a warrior, Vanille is, Lightning is, but neither of the boys kind of. I mean, Snow knows how to fight, but his quote-unquote martial arts are basically punch no jutsu. So...
Yes, Snow is the equivalent of somebody who's played a lot of Smash Brawl.
yeah, it's... And Sass is... I mean, he knows how to
He's
handle...
a train driver!
Yeah, and a pilot, but
Yeah.
he doesn't have fighting experience. And Hope, well, I think we considering that he has to fight with the sports boomerang, he's good with it, but it's not. I don't think it's a weapon made to fight, like, you know.
No, I think it's more along the lines of you throw it and hopefully if you're actually out hunting, which it is apparently a sport hunting boomerang, you might hit something in the head long enough for you to run away. Maybe you'll confuse it and then it like, what the hell? And then you can run quicker than it. Or dodge.
The thing with Hope's boomerang is that at least, it's Hope can control it in his own particular way, like with hand movements, while it stays in the air, which is so cool. I mean, I one of the reasons I love playing Hope as leader is getting to see him using the boomerang as that way. Good, Sass. Again, you. Sandra.
This is gonna sting.
Okay, wasn't so bad.
Yeah, there aren't so many these little shit enemies in this section.
This section is short and fairly easy.
Yeah.
I'm tempted to go a bit into the Palamecia because I have the feeling that it's going to be a bit short, too short, if not. And Palamecia is a bit long.
Yeah, that's fine. Wouldn't hurt to knock off some of the Palamecia. Because a lot of the Palamecia is just a bit of grinding and labyrinth work.
Yeah, very annoying enemies, long stuff. Yeah.
The long exploration section with not much story until the end, so be good to knock it out.
Not sure. I prefer I know the speaker are good for keeping buffs, but I prefer the stagger maintenance for now. I'm not really buffing anyone. Maybe I should, but
Whilst there's only the two of them, keeping the stagger's probably better. The buff's more handy when he's in a team of 3 and someone else can keep the stagger.
This is gonna sting. This is gonna sting.
these guys are not really worth my time. My synergist.
Yeah, they're too busy synergizing themselves. Instead of, like, I don't know, trying to kill you.
Yeah. Anything here? No. Okay. And now I lost my way. Okay, fine. I'm stupid.
I do love.
I have the same problem. The same thing God had. I get lost in supposedly straightforward hallways.
I mean, the minimap on this section is not exactly clear.
Yeah, I mean, but I can get lost in the Gapper Whitewood, so you get the idea.
As much as I love this game, I do wish that you could, like, I don't know, ride the roller coaster in this section or the Ferris wheel. But I know they're fugitives and everything, but these guys haven't been found out until Chocolina leads them into a trap.
So now it's Chocolina's fault. Okay, that's...
She's just trying to move things along. She knows what's coming. She's all powerful and omniscient, so...
fair enough. I thought I had to stagger this thing. some reason I thought I had staggered it. Another one of these things. Fine. Preemptive strike. Fuck you.
Saz doesn't have launch, does he? Sad.
Doesn't have what?
Launch.
No.
No, it's super sad.
I'm ready for anything.
I miss the jugglers.
Leave Vanilla alone, you damn thing. Okay, staggered. And gone. A guardian ambulance? Fine, I guess. Okay, we're at our destination. Is there a chest there? It's surely a trap, but I'm going to check.
Yeah. It's gonna say you can't have like just a section of the map with nothing in it.
I knew it. It's probably a trap. I'm going in. Bring it! Bring it!
There is one certainty in this game, that's if there is one part of the map that you haven't explored yet and leads nowhere, there will be a treasure chest followed by enemies.
Indeed.
This is gonna sting.
Okay. That wasn't so bad anyways. Just some nasty droids.
Yeah, at least unlike certain future games that may have come out quite recently, the treasure is actually worth it.
Healer stuff. I'm fine with the Belladonna.
Yeah, she doesn't need to heal, she just needs to kill things of death. That's her one purpose in life in this game.
Indeed.
Kill turtles.
Excellent.
I'm going down that easy.
Okay. Midlight Reaper. Okay.
Saj, you're just as bad as Hope. Stop buffing her and start buffing yourself.
I appreciate it.
Ow.
Oh, you're gonna love this. I owe ya. No stopping us. It's gonna sting.
So Vanille has Aurora, which is basically Walmart launch.
Yeah, it's just not the same.
No. And Vanille doesn't burn things as effectively as Hope does with fire arrow. Okay.
No. No launchers. No nukes. I miss the girls and Hope.
What about the himbo?
The himbo can come too. I mean, he does have launch, I believe, so him and Fang are therefore kind of interchangeable, unless you need to make something debuffed. Fang is the more balanced option, but he will keep Hope and Light alive long enough for them to murder things, so Snow has his uses.
Ow! Damn thing. Good thing the thing is in peril and I'm inspired, so I don't know if that counts as even a worth, but I don't care. Ow.
Gets you a little bit closer to the other team's damage output.
There we go. Nearly the end of the stagger, but there we go.
Hey, you can go shopping now.
Okay.
Huh?
Daddy, I found you.
Baby!
Huh?
Well,
Daddy, got you.
Josh is so
Why are
precious.
you here?
Because you promised.
Look at that adorable face. You said your cutie pie.
How did you get here?
that's worse than ever.
And the suffering begins.
Yeah.
Dodge! Wait!
Not poor baby Josh. Josh is very bad. Horrible sentry. Or 10.
Dodge! Not you. Not you, Dodge.
The capture of undesirables. It seems that was your son's focus. Dodge fulfilled it admirably and served Cocoon in the process.
Step on me now, but
Mr. Cat's right. Dodge was a
you
great
heard
help.
nothing.
He could sense power of pulse origin. That let us monitor you.
It's curious how
The data he provided on enemy-less seas was
Dash's crystal
and
stasis is
speaking of
different
gratitude.
in that he seems more encased on crystal rather than turned to crystal.
We enhanced the surveillance
Mm.
footage from the energy
Anything
plant.
come back?
Those are the pulseless sea behind what happened.
We got close to a Cocoon foul sea.
The picture's a
Might
little
trigger
grainy,
something.
but I'm sure you recognize that
It's
one.
hopeless. I can't
You've spent
remember
so
any-
much time together.
Fang, let's go.
That's not how security cameras work, but okay.
What's it matter? You want to be a monster?
Maybe it's Cocoonian technology that we don't know
Keep your
about.
chin up. We know the path.
VR security cameras.
We are enemies of Cocoon. Know what I say? Play the part and raise some hell. Might jumpstart our memories.
What?
Smash it.
Who are you?
How are you gonna smash it through the window?
With magic? I don't know.
Daddy!
Let me heal.
Yeah, Vanilla, you should feel bad. Look what you did to that poor baby.
Yes, that young lady's terrorist assault at Loredive Gorge is the reason Dodge was made.
I swear I'm trying to look at Jill's face, but it's kind of difficult. She's evil, but nice pair.
Yeah, she is very well constructed. Like,
Hold.
and the riding crop doesn't help either.
Or would you prefer to?
Thing is, I mean, it's not exposed. It's not like
What now?
exposed because
Follow them
you know
and observe.
it's
How often
skin
do I
tight
see you
wear, but precisely because of that, it's enhancing her assets.
Yeah, that's also not how skin-tight clothing works, but we'll forgive her because she pulls it off very well.
Yeah.
It's like anime t-shirts, isn't it?
I haven't seen enough anime to confirm, but I heard stories.
Yeah.
So
Like,
okay.
it's like, no, that's not how boobs work.
Mhm. Thank you.
Like, I also like how it's the Aero A squad here that's going, wow, look at the boobs on this woman.
You could, if you want to call me a basic breeder, you can, I guess.
And it's the most confusing clock in video games.
A 13-hour clock.
So unnatural they had to nerf it for the third game.
I mean, I understand in the sense of, I understand in that for us it's easier to manage a 24-hour clock. But the 13-hour clock is so interesting because just by that, you can tell that a year for these guys, even if they don't have a 13th year, sorry, a 13th month, which I had at canon that they do, but because 13.
Yeah, we've done the maths on this. 26 days into 13 months into is almost the same as a normal Earth year. It's like so negligibly different. So yeah, the headline is 26 days in 13 months.
So we kind of say, so you know, with lightning and snow and everything, lightning being 21 and snow wind into 21, vanilla being 19. As far as we know, they could be, by our standards, they could be older. Well, they could. They are surely older than, you know, longer years, longer days.
Not necessarily, because like we said, it could be that the days and the days. If there's less days in the months, I think we've calculated that if the hours work out almost exactly the same. But it's
like like I do in my story, like that the months are 26 days.
Well, I mean, I think that's the natural conclusion to come to, really, since they have a little bit of a fondness for the number 13.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I abuse to an extent. I combine a bit of line returns loss of 2 hours into 2 hours into 12 and 12. But in other things I keep the 13 the 13nity. I just made a new term entirely. 13nity.
I mean, I completely came to the same conclusion on a separate track, but when you do the maths, if you have 26 days of 26 hours over 13 months, there's 8,788 hours, whereas the amount of hours in our normal year on Earth is 8,760. So there's literally only 18 hours between what we're suspecting is the Cocoon year and the normal year. So it doesn't make a huge amount of difference.
Yeah, I understand.
So
yeah, we're so devoted to these things. We even made calculations on time. Which
so Lightning would be like 15-16 days older on Cocoon than she would be on Earth.
Lying.
Yeah.
So
People would trust you. Using them as
it's
it's
the real true story.
It's Vanille's regret.
I'm a coward and a killer. The people you use don't get to live. Why should you?
Well, I said regret. It's more like her guilt.
Yeah.
Tired of living with guilt?
Speaking of.
Then die with it.
I shouldn't be laughing, but...
Yeah, I mean, for all the stick we give her about her lying and kind of leading people into the things that they've been led into just because of what she was trying to do. Not only with like Daj, but also she kind of like led Hope into Anima because she wanted to get to Anima and find Fang. Like, she didn't particularly care too much about what happened to him. She just made him take her, really. And like the way she's led Sars, because she's trying to run away from the people but also find Fang. She's done these things, but she doesn't really want to hurt anyone. So guilt she has.
This scene never fails to give me goosebumps.
What do you want me to do?
Don't ask
Yeah.
me. You figure it out.
She just doesn't know what to do.
Neither do I.
If you notice, Sass's brand now has an arrow
There's nothing to do.
after Dash crystallized.
Shooting you won't help.
Those details are fascinating.
Neither will they.
And now it's going to open. It's evolving the brand.
Yeah.
Brynhilder!
Do your worst, you freak!
I don't know if it opens
It's not over.
the eye after this or later, but I know that the brand is evolving. Also, Brynhilder rocking those heels.
Okay, fine. You
Yeah, get yourself a woman who can kick ass in heels.
Okay, let me see if I remember how to bring Hilder. I usually don't have very much trouble with bring Hilder.
Oh, getting serious now.
That I remember. I think bring Hilder is pretty straightforward.
That was sort of wow, Vanille's imagination. What an interesting idea that absolutely won't come back again in 1,000 years or so. Yeah, she's absolutely got to get over this guilt. She's definitely not going to want to sacrifice herself in any sort of way for people. And yes, get you a woman who can become a race car.
Don't give up.
Okay, that was a nasty combo, but that's fine. I need to do a manual.
You can do it.
There we go.
Oh, getting serious now.
Ow.
Don't give up.
No, never mind.
No stopping her.
Failed. That's what I wanted to get.
Oh,
The
you're
blow
gonna love
casting.
this. This is gonna sting.
Okay, there we go. I knew that manual and thunder would be speeding up things.
That's right. Let's do it.
Yeah, time for the depressive suicidal man to just jump in his race car with a smile on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Just slightly dissonant.
An 8-speed gold segment for SAS. Why? It's almost like he's not going to die after this. And the game plays the game over music. It's like throwing salt on the wound.
Yeah.
I'm trying to check his brand.
This scene hits so hard the first time when you just don't know what's happening, when you don't know what's going on, what's going to happen to them.
Things can be excused. Shooting kids ain't one.
He's so nice.
He is, he's such a good man.
Kindness like his. You don't.
Because we've said, like, he is, like, he's a mature adult, he's been through life, he's been through loss. Like, he's obviously lost Taj's mother at some point. He knows that the world isn't all sunshine and rainbows. But
Enough.
there's, like, still things that he can't process.
Mm.
But at the same time, he's just so kind to Vanille.
It's kind of CGI Nabat. Okay.
Do be careful with those. For every task,
Yep, that's certainly a man who looks like he's just shot himself in the head. Damn,
Cocoon's
girl.
against us. With us dead, they were sure everything would go back. Back to the way it was before.
So we're at 1 hour. So that's short. Maybe we can do another hour in the Polynesia. Are you up for it?
Yeah, I'm happy to carry on.
Okay. It's an hour in the Polynesia now. It's an hour that we don't have to run next day.
Yeah, I've got plenty of time. I'm fine.
There she is, the Palamecia, pride of the Sanctum Skyfleet. This mighty flagship currently serves as a prison for the Lassie apprehended in Nautilus.
Backed with the dream team.
Yeah.
The Lassie will face official sentencing upon the convoy's arrival in the capital.
So what's with the freak show?
So the Primarch can stand in judgment of the villainous Lassie, with their execution as the climax. The people will cheer their demise, and Fal'Cie dominion will be undisputed.
All part of the plan.
Yes, but it also presents an opportunity.
In a display of
Look, we're not saying it's a trap, but it's a trap.
Primarch himself has boarded the Palamecia and focused his personal attention on resolving the Pulse crisis.
They're baiting us, trying to draw us out.
Bait, huh?
Yeah, that's right. Here are your friends. Come and get them.
Well, if they're daring us to mount a rescue,
Of course.
take that action.
Of course you would, Himbo Man.
Alrighty, bets are on the table. We leave when you're ready. I'll be
Yeah, Snow is like the definition of, I've only had these two for half an hour, but if anything happens to them, I'll kill everyone on that airship and then myself.
Okay. It's time to talk to people. One of the few instances in which we can actually talk to people.
SciComm
Hello, Sid.
under surveillance.
Hi, Sid.
While they're busy watching the Lindblom, you slip aboard the Palamecia.
The time is right. Our brigade will launch an all-out assault to back you up.
Why is nobody questioning the fact that, like, the Sanctum shouldn't think that Sid and his ship is any sort of danger whatsoever, so why on earth do they need to sneak in?
Sergeant Farron, it is essential that you capture the Primarch alive. We need his testimony.
I do like that he addresses her as Sergeant Farron.
Of the Sanctum's true nature. Once people learn of the Fal'Cie deception, it should ease some of this Pulsian panic.
Technically,
Luck.
I mean,
Avoid the loss of any more
Sid
civilian lives
is
in the name of this Lassie.
her biggest superior because cavalry is Guardian Corps. So
Yeah.
The Sanctum has raised
Although she did quit.
citizens like livestock under the orders of the Fal'Cie.
But still, he's her boss.
sorry.
Boss is boss is boss is boss.
Today, we will topple the Sanctum and hand the reins of government to the people.
Top of the Sanctum and hand the reins of the government to the people.
Control from
That
the
is a
Fal'Cie.
very good plan,
Win Cocoon.
and absolutely that is 100% what you are going to do. You, Sid, absolutely.
I mean, he wants to, but
Well, when they say that they're doing it in his name, they damn sure meant it.
also, is it weird that I've come to appreciate more Sid, thanks to the City Opera Omnia.
No, he's pretty cool in the City Opera Omnia. I think I appreciated Sid more when I read the novels.
That too, yeah.
Yeah, because you get to see like Brigadier, and yeah, Brigadier and Bartholomew kind of try and create that government that he wants to topple the Sanctum for, and they're doing it in his name. And trying to build the world that he wanted.
Which is interesting.
And you kind of realise...
No, go ahead.
I was just saying, like, you kind of realise just exactly what he really wanted to build, and he never got a chance to really do because he was still under the thumb of the Valsea.
So, there's this thing. Do you remember in Lightning Returns how the music tells you parts of the story?
Yeah.
And the Wildlands is basically a story about hope.
Yeah.
One of the themes you listen to in the Wildlands, though, is one that the only one that stands out, so to speak, and it's the theme of the cavalry. I think it's in Jack Village during daytime. I think.
Where all the hunters were sung.
And that's the theme of the cavalry. And one of the things, because and I realized this because in the City Opera Omnia, Sid makes a comment about he. He uses the he pronoun that he carried on his legacy, and he saw that when he came to the world of the City of Omnia. At first, I was like, "There's three people he could be referring to. He could referring to Raitia, who actually made a lot of work to build that world, you know. Could be Bartholomew's time, who was also a key piece in that plan, or could it be referring to Hope? Because the real bulk of the work that later became academia and basically human society. Hope had to endure that and had to bear that. So, having the cavalry theme in the Wildlands, to me, it's like this. My interpretation of that, and after Sid's comment, was that in a sense, Hope is the legacy of Sid.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, and with Sid saying that in Dissidia, he was saying that because wasn't he was in the replication of Academia anyway, wasn't he, when he said that?
No, he said he said that I think it was Zanarkand? I think it's a couple episodes later.
But yeah, the bit
because they're
upward.
discussing. I think that they were discussing something about legacies with Galuf and some others.
Yeah, but I mean, all he's seen of the 13 world when he's come to Dissidia is Academia, though. Although they've moved on to like the other worlds and that is the bit that he saw, because that's the bit that was part of the story when he was introduced. And also a lot of, like, we know that the Sanctum and that became, or the Guardian Corps became pretty much the security department of Academia. Like, a lot of their security stuff was based on the Guardian Corps and their ideals, which obviously then became a part of Hope's vision for Academia and the New World. So yeah, even other than like the concepts that Hope carried on that Sid wanted to see alive, even the things like the Guardian Corps and that, they lived on through the Academy that Hope built and the legacy that he created. So yeah, in a lot of ways, not only did Sid's ideals live on through Hope, but also a lot of the ideals of the Guardian Corps that Sid had been fostering, that lived on through the academy that they created as well. So yeah, it's kind of like twofold.
And Guardian Corps being the surviving military force is kind of a tie with lightning.
Well, yeah, I mean, what Hope knew of the Guardian Corps was lightning.
Well,
so
a bit of Sid.
And a bit of Sid, yeah. But I think lightning probably left a bigger impression.
Okay, let's talk with Himbo Man.
Rescuing Saz and Vanille is our top priority. We gotta play it smart this time. I'm charging in with that.
Yeah, that's absolutely cool.
At least he's self-aware.
Yeah, we do joke about Snow being an idiot and everything, but really, he's more impulsive than stupid.
There's no way we're losing to a poser like him.
He just killed our fabulous poser.
Reigns wants to take Cocoon back from the Foul Sea. That's why I decided to back him up on all this. If his plan works out, I'll be doing what Sarah wanted too.
Where's Fang? Fang! Fang! There you are.
Come on, let's get this show on the road. I finally found Vanille again, and I'll be damned if I'm just gonna stand around.
Of course.
Priorities. Fang's priorities are very clear. Very platonic.
So platonic.
And be one in the eye for the Sanctum. Their reward for trying to kill us. So Reigns is Brigadier General, and you're a sergeant? What's with the whole ranking system anyway? You Cocoon folks sure like your rules and regulations. Explains why you've put up with the Sanctum's nonsense for so long.
The shade.
Yeah, Fang, sweetie, you were in a bloody cult and they basically tried to sacrifice you and Vanille. Perhaps rules and regulations aren't that bad a thing.
Hey, Hope. Anything you want?
My dad's all right. Another cavalry unit rescued him and moved him somewhere safe. I kind of wish I could talk to him, but I guess I have to make my...
Oh, I look so dejected.
The Sanctum's supposed to be responsible for ensuring the future of Cocoon. At least that's what I learned in school. I guess in a way they do. It's just that they're ensuring the Foul Sea's future, not ours. Looks like I ended up in a battle against the Sanctum after all. I guess I'm fighting for a different reason now, though. It's not about revenge anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not genocide for revenge anymore, it's genocide for a cause.
I love how Hope usually mentions. I learned it's not the first time he does. When he mentions, I learned this. I learned this in school, and he does a few times actually. I learned about this, and it kind of gives me the feelings when when it's like at some point you remember something from math, and you're like, oh, so there was use for this after all.
But it's like the way he talks is like none of the other characters went to school at all.
I mean,
it's like you're not that many years behind them, Hope. I'm sure they learned these things in school as well.
true. But right now he's with Lightning, who probably dropped school early because military. He's with Himbo Man, who, well, it's not.
Yeah, Saz was too busy playing Smash Brawl during school to pay any attention to history.
And Fang, who
admittedly didn't go to school.
I don't know how schools may have been in Urba. We know they.
Oh no, they did have school.
We know. I know. They did have schools, but they were probably very.
They certainly didn't know Cocoon history.
They were probably very different. So.
Yeah, they certainly didn't learn about the structure of the Sanctum in the Erebus school.
I would have loved to see more about the society on Pulse, but sad because they're basically not extinct because we know there's at least a few tribes here and there, but not any tribe that the crew meets. The area they were searching was empty. Then they go to Urba, which got swallowed by the Ashen Sands, and so yeah, it was not exactly the best place to finding any other human being.
Yeah, it's kind of a missed opportunity that we didn't get to see any Polshan tribes during 13, and B, that Ectro broke time and we didn't get to go back into the past during 13 too.
I wonder if they would maybe have killed tried to kill the Cocoonian members of the crew, considering.
Oh, probably.
Yeah. Maybe Fang and Manio would have had to intercede, or just, kill them because they didn't listen to reason. So.
Yeah, it would have probably been just as fun as any of the times on Cocoon whilst they're fugitives, but it would have still been interesting.
It would have been perhaps they didn't go through it because it would be a repeat on the Cocoonian shenanigans.
True.
Okay. Take off, there's no turning back. You sure you're ready?
Are we ready?
Let's go. Let's murder some people.
Yeah.
Wait, have we got Team Murder?
This baby back here is a Psycom vessel. It'll deliver you to the Palamecia.
I was going to say, it's not going to force you to have light Fang and Snow, is it?
No, I think it's Fang. It's Light, Fang, and Hope.
And we're supposed to take on all.
Oh, thank God, Team Murder.
The whole division's on board. I don't care how.
I mean, what you got to do with 2 Sentinels anyway?
Vanille's in there.
I'm sure she's fine.
It's cute that Hope tries to reassure Fang.
Hope. Are you scared?
Yeah, don't worry, your wife's fine.
Yeah, I'm terrified.
Yeah.
I'll be okay. Because I have you.
At least he's honest.
And this guy.
Yeah, this guy.
We're all in this mess. We gotta stick together.
Right. Enough with the bonding. It's go time.
What do you mean, this guy?
Gross!
Gross!
Just like Light is stuck with that doofus now as her brother-in-law for the next 1,000 years, Hope is now stuck with that doofus as his best friend for the next 1,000 years.
We didn't expect to see you here in person.
Congratulations to both of you.
This crisis threatens the entirety of Cocoon, my child. You agree that standing at the fore is a leader's charge?
Wholeheartedly.
It also affords
She adjusting her glasses after the bow. It's just an amusing detail.
What's the holdup?
Stand by. Verifying identification code.
You let me land this bird or I'll crash her into your ass.
Right, dear. So, the Jill thing with the glasses kind of relates to that because I think it was yesterday or a couple days ago. I was changing my cat's. How do you say it? The thing, the sand thing.
Yeah,
for their
cat. Yeah,
yeah.
the cat
So
litter.
I went that. So I was trying to so I was changing it, and my glasses are a bit loose, and I was cleaning it, and I accidentally dropped them on the
Oh no! Oh no!
I was like, great.
Makes you feel any better? I managed to cover my glasses in cement the other day
Oh.
at work, so fortunately it was dry cement, so I was able to brush it off, but yeah, I go around work for the rest of the day with glasses covered in cement dust until I can get home to some proper glasses wipes. It's like seeing through fog.
So we got murder.
So yes.
Team.
Yes, team murder. Launch, my beloved.
I have to check paradigms. How dare you mana drive Kira?
Yeah, there's only one healer in this squad who gets to decide who lives and dies.
Why? There you go. Thank you, Hope. Very nicely tying Watara.
Looks like they want to play.
No kidding. So where to?
Right up there.
Thank you, Fan. Okay.
Who died and made Fang the expert on Cocoonian airships? Perhaps she's just following her lesbian sense leader.
I really hope we get the line with Hope in the upper segment, in which he speaks of his of his motion sickness.
Big mood, Hope. Big mood.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Delta attack should be my first. Not really, because I've been leading with lightning. Ravager. Commando. Ravager, smart bomb. Okay.
Combat clinic.
I don't want Delta attacks to be yes. In combat medic. I need
combat clinic.
Yeah, I need
the best.
I need to do something different. And for protection here, I need at least one synergist. Okay, let's see. Crystarium. Himboman. Maybe I can get him upper level. There we go. guard. Ravager. I mean, I'm not using snow, but I don't lose anything.
Can't leave him completely behind.
Okay, let's see. What else does Fan get? Oh, the spell. That's nice.
Now,
Curse is not the best thing ever, but I'll take it. Sentinel. I don't need quick. I'm ever like. Fang doesn't use the steel guard often. She sticks to Mediguard mostly, but okay. Maybe I should get the gold level. Yeah, thank you.
she gets Cura soon, don't she?
Oh, race! This is one thing you're quite useful for, like.
Yeah. Just in case the squishy boy decides to take a nose. Oh no, because if you're oh no, you can't play him lead yet. I was about to say, if you're playing him lead, then no, she doesn't need raise. But
no, but
I suppose she can raise Fang whilst Hope is throwing out the cures.
Please, Sarah. He's about to get roll level 3 on Ravager. Are you kidding me? Let me check. Because now I'm okay, so it's just me having him on higher levels. It's not that yeah.
Yeah, you haven't put too much into Medic on him, have you?
I got Suna. Maybe I should. Problem is that right now he's not getting any new spells. It's Medic.
No, he doesn't need any of. Well, the stats are always nice, but he gets the stats on any of them.
But Veil. Wow, that's nice. I may be going for Veil. Which Veil is one of my. I mean, it's not exactly my favorite. It's more one of Hope's favorites to cast. And most of in my story, when we talk about magic words, most of them are Veil combined with something. But now I haven't mentioned this in the story, but I have a lot of foundation lore, so to speak, like foundations for the story that it's probably not going to come up at any point, or maybe a passing mention, but it's there. Okay, so we at 407 now. If we compare and if we compare, and I'm going to compare with Fang, who is the most powerful in terms of strength. And to put, there should be a save machine here. Yeah. Let me see.
So you've got access to the motherlode now.
Yep. So I got some scale wins and some Plumber leather.
And sell some things.
Maybe, yeah,
And then buy
I have to. Yeah, I need to sell things. I know that I have much. No, but it's enough, I guess.
So you can start mugging all of the Sanctum workers on the airship.
I need. Oops. But I can't answer right now. Okay, so I'm going to get 21 of these. Fragment. Now I'm poor, but fine.
Not exactly uncommon in this game.
Okay, what I was going for. Could be better. I'm going to take the chance. Okay. So it's level 5. Let's see how much has improved Hope's magic. Oh, I love this.
I'll make short work.
Free money!
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, if they drop the thing.
Come on guys, drop your wage slips. They'll be rehauling all of society and the economy anyway, so you're not going to need them.
I mean, they're going to still using heal, so maybe.
Yeah, but it'll all be under different control. So I'm sure that Hope's like, oh yeah, I stole all this money from all these people. Perhaps they can not pay taxes for the next few months to replace.
Fair enough.
Let's not get me started on how the taxes work in this world, because that's one of those world building things that I can go in a spiral on.
Yeah.
Me with any sort of fantasy world. But do they pay taxes?
I think they mentioned some help, government help for orphans and stuff in
Any day now.
Thank you, Fang. I'm not pressured at all.
We know you're impatient to get to your wife, Fang, but still, come on. What I want to know is how Hope jumped up that one.
Likely, I can imagine Fang and Lightning trying to help him.
Like, Lightning misses I backflip when I shoot my gun, I can see. Fang, Miss Dragoon, I can see. Hope, I can only see him scrambling up that thing like a spider trying to climb up the wall.
Snow is behind. We just don't see him. Snow is
yes,
Snow just lifts him. Snow is here to lift Hope when that there should be.
Yeah. He's giving him a boost, and Hope's just like got his boot in Snow's face whilst he's trying to push himself up.
See? Snow's here.
Going back that way.
We'll find another route. Way ahead of you.
See, jumping down from there, I can understand. They've got the sea bones at the moment, so they're not going to snap their ankles, but Maybe he can do magic jumps now that he's got the sea powers. Who knows?
Please hope. Give me.
Feel that wind on your face.
Please hope. Give me your line. Give me your line about your motion sickness.
I am really glad, however, they don't look down too much on this thing, because I actually do get vertigo from looking down on video games. There's the level of Kingdom Hearts 3, San Francisco, where Sora goes jumping around skyscrapers, and every time he would jump off a skyscraper, even though it's obviously video game, I would get like a lurch in my stomach and my head would swoop, and like I used to get vertigo just from playing that level. It's horrible. It's weird. One of my friends was like, "Oh, you're gonna try virtual reality video games?" I'm like,
No,
"Absolutely not."
No.
Like, that is a disaster in the making, I can tell you that.
Okay, another netherite. Or whatever it's pronounced, I don't care, I don't know. I should have said it the other way around.
Absolutely, Snow's there. He's not joining the party because he's busy like boosting Hope up onto the next platform and things like that. He's getting left behind, but he's going to join them in a minute once he manages to climb up. That's why he has to go last. He's got to make sure that they can reach. And we've all agreed that Vanille, Saz and Snow are all off murdering turtles while the other three are doing the plot.
Don't you touch Hope. Also, Hope, please heal yourself. Please heal yourself. Oh no, it's lightning. Thank you! I put lightning on medic here. She's not an excellent medic, but she gets the job done. That's fine.
I like Lightning as a medic. That's because I only ever use 2 medics, but I like Lightning as a medic.
She's good at what she's meant to do, which is basically support healing.
Yeah, she helps Hope keep everyone else alive. That's what partners do.
She learns to raise before he does, which is useful.
She can raise them. He can actually give them a decent amount of HP. Snow would have been a fantastic blitzball player. Yes, absolutely. They'd be like, "But you weren't born in a world where you can breathe underwater." And he's like, "Wait, you need to be able to breathe underwater." It would just be such a himbo, he wouldn't even realise that would be a problem.
Can you stop ganging up on Hope? I hate when enemies decide to gang up on Hope.
I can't imagine why they'd want to gang up on him. It's not like he's burning everyone alive. Something in chat with, "Well, yeah, that's how he was able to survive in his undersea mermaid nightclub. He forgot to breathe for 1,000 years."
Inner jokes.
I mean, to be fair, he does learn water, doesn't he? So perhaps he can just make a water bubble around him with his water and ice spells.
True. Like imagine because he was the last Lucy on Nova Chrysalia, and he's the patron of Yuznan, and he's the patron of the banquets. Can you imagine Snow in the banquets being asked to, hey, you're on the sea with ice powers, can you just conjure up some ice for the drinks and stuff?
Snow the bartender.
Maybe we can use them.
Of course, Hope. Of course you would like...
Hope. You can't just take all of the technology that's lying around. Not yet. You gotta wait until you're like the president of Earth.
Fair. Also, the audacity, basically, to suggest in a ship, hijacking a ship to go around the ship.
But walking's too far. Why walk when you can just ride a mecha?
Why walk when you can fly?
Fly, use a dreadnought, either which. I'm surprised he's not mugging the bloody jetpacks off these people. Money.
Yeah. Hope is not really the mocking type. He's more like the sarcasm type. He has a really a very particular sense of humor that that it's in OG13 it's not so evident, except when he starts to show that sense of humor when he's not stressed so much in stressed out by the whole thing. But he has a really particular sarcastic sense of humor.
Like, yeah, he's got a very dry wit.
Very dry wit, and a great bit of Line Returns is precisely Hope's sarcasm and dry wit, especially after 1,000 years of being jaded of everything. It's like some of his sarcasm bombs, they're nukes.
Yeah, dry, sarcastic, and now cynical wit.
Exactly. In 13.2, it's... Well, I think a part of that is because he's not so familiar with Sarah and even less with Snow. So, as director of the academy, he has to keep a bit of the professionality. He's... The thing with... I will, when we get to 13.2, I will comment on this. But depending on who's leading, if you're leading with Sarah, no, he will either talk more personal or talk lore. He talks lore with No in a much professional way, and he gets more open in terms of about himself with Sarah. But still, there's sometimes that the moment in which Sarah asks that the stupid question, that live trigger, how are you so grown up? And Hope's like, seriously?
Well,
it's like, you may have crossed a time gate, but time still passed for me, and it's been 10 years. Does that make sense to you? And Sarah's like, oh, I know that, but I wasn't asking that. And then
Hope's like, oh shit, do not insult Lightning Sister, do not insult Lightning Sister. She will hear about this. Yeah, he's got a very professional front throughout 13-2, where that's the world he's living in day after day after day. He's very, like, this is the professional face sort of thing, and it only slips a few times.
It's kind of, it's really interesting how 13-2, I mean, OG-13 is basically teenager Hope, not entirely personality-wise built, so to speak, which is realistic. We don't know shit about ourselves when we're that age, you know.
And he is self-admittedly faking it till he makes it. He has said several times, "I'm petrified, but I'm going to do it anyway." So we all know that he's kind of like faking it till he, just to get through this as well. So he's not exactly being himself here either. Sorry.
No, it's just, I was going to say, it's really interesting how the game plays with the professional front in 13-2 with, oh, I missed a chest, and Hope hasn't said the line, fuck.
Forward march.
So, the line in question is about Hope's motion sickness. You can either have, I think, if I recall correctly, is when you first enter this map, and there's a line that can pop up. It's either Fang's line or Hope's line, and I got Fang's, so fuck my life. No! There it is! So... No! Thank goodness! Thank goodness I got it! I got it! Thank you, Hope, for disproving me. I got the line! Yes! He heard me! He heard me! He heard me complaining!
Third time's the charm. That's literally the third playthrough I've seen where you've tried to get that line triggered.
Yeah. So that was a theory I was sort of saying before. I was like, maybe it's because when you enter this part, I'm sorry, it's been a long time since I got online, but no, it's just random triggers. I got it to trigger. I'm happy. I'm happy now. But yeah.
More flashbacks to you trying to get all the lines in Lightning Returns.
Don't remind me, because I'm going to have to do that again. Thankfully, and the thing is, in Lightning Returns you can't get all the lines in a single playthrough. But I went through many playthroughs all at once, hunting the lines, so yeah, I have the entire drive with the lines, and we're going to have to go through the drive, hopefully to no one's annoyance.
Which Meowth would occasionally post, and then we would descend into a discussion about each and every single one of them until we would prioritize discussion.
Because the meat of Lightning Returns is in the banter between Lightning and Hope.
So much dialogue, but so much depth.
Exactly. I'm built attacking. Fan, keep these guys occupied. Don't worry, because Hope can fry them. He's using ice now, but it's the same. Okay, so I was saying earlier before I got too excited about Hope's motion sickness line. What I was saying? Yeah, that Hope gets the professional front in 13-2, but we get his. I don't want to call it personal because Hope in Line Returns avoids getting personal like the plague for good reasons. But
yeah, he's not putting on as much of a front in Lightning Returns. Although he's still not being completely himself, he's not being completely open. He's still not trying to hide
his personality.
Yeah, it's him. It's not the director. Lightning doesn't even know the director on like that well. True. She's watched over him, but they've not spoken with him as the director of the academy, like the leader of the planet or whatever. And her.
Though she teases him about that sometimes.
She knows about it, but she's not had to live it.
And recalling that line in particular, in which Lightning calls him out and says, for a smart guy, you have a knack for impossible plans. That's the line.
Why can't I do it?
You can't do it, Saz, because you're such a good guy.
Yeah.
I can't even kill you.
Because you know that there's still things that you need to do. And that you can't blame her for everything.
Freeze! Take him!
So much of this trilogy is about like regret and atonement and
guilt.
Yeah.
And duty as well.
Yeah. Duty, fighting fate.
You should be proud. Your son's a hero. The boy who saved Cocoon. We'll erect a memorial in Eden and put his crystal on display.
A memorial? He's a little boy!
As the son of a pulseless sea, he would have lived in shame and misery. Isn't it better he be treated with reverence as a monument to sacrifice? The next time your eyes open will be the last.
It's curious that I don't know how to call it, Sabaton, but in Opera Omnia it's classified as a sword.
Yeah, they've only got so many weapons in Dissidia, weapon classes in Dissidia. I'm trying to think of what Renault's weapons are classed as.
Rains is fists.
No, Renault from 7, because Renault also uses batons.
You woke up from being a crystal once.
I think his might be down as gloves.
That means Dodge will wake up one day too, right?
I'm gonna check.
What was it like? I mean, how did it happen? You were done with your focus, right?
I was chosen. I was made into a l'Cie to fight against Cocoon. It happened back on Grand Pulse, hundreds of years ago.
And Vanille casually revealing that she's centuries old.
And we fell into a long crystal sleep.
Finally able to be honest. Day 1.
So, I assume that Fang would have been in the other pedestal, and I have to say it's a crime that they didn't put their crystals together. maybe for the sake of for aesthetics, for aesthetic reasons, but blasphemy.
I mean, I suppose they were on twin pedestals near each other, but still, they make a better monument of themselves than their asshole cult did of them.
Yeah.
I personally think it's a crime we didn't get to see Fang decrystallize
Yeah. She's
in all her naked glory.
She's the only one. Maybe that would have been too much of a gay awakening for some people.
Yeah, I mean, she's already awakened like the lesbian feelings in a good amount of the population.
And for me, just the thought of hurting people again, it was too much.
It would have been too much if we'd seen you naked, yes.
I played dumb, said I'd lost my memory. I wanted to escape my fate as a lessee. And ever since then, I've been running away from it.
Let us through! Block our way, you die!
You trying to get him angry?
Yes, no.
Thought maybe they'd run.
Great fan.
You thought they'd run? Let me refresh your memory. Those soldiers think they're protecting Cocoon from Lassie. The Fal'Cie have them all brainwashed.
Fal'Cie, I have had it. We cannot let this go on.
Attention all crew, code green, repeat, code green. Security forces stand by. Hostile forces on board, code green.
The whole code system in the Polynesia is so...
They ain't got a clue what they're doing.
No.
See, Lightning leaves the military and it all goes to shit.
New strategy.
Maybe I should hit Delta as starting paragraph.
Reno is a dagger user. So yeah, I think it's the weapon type. Because Reno does use 2. So I think it's just because they don't have enough. Although they've got her using an epi. A fencing sword.
Yeah.
So perhaps it isn't a baton.
I mean, in 13.2 she uses mana drives with it. So...
Yeah, all of her weapons are epes. So
it's like,
I guess yeah, it's an extending fencing foil.
Yeah. I was going to say a rapier, but I'm not sure if it's the same kind of weapon.
Yeah, an epee is a type of... It's a specific type of fencing sword, I believe.
I love talking swords. I have a soft spot for weapon design. I'm a concept artist. Sorry. Yeah, I'm going to start with the attack. Don't forget to save. Okay. So, the Psycho ladies, I hate them.
Yeah, they're kind of evil.
They have a knack for targeting Hope, and I hate that.
Also, how did their uniform become Lightning's uniform? Because we know that Lightning modified her uniform. Because in peacetime, they're allowed to do what they want to their uniforms. And you can kind of see maybe some of the aspects of Lightning's uniform in what the others are wearing. But at the same time, Lightning, how can you say in Lightning Returns that you have no eye for fashion? You put a fucking cape on. Like,
with all the backflips she does, I'm surprised she hasn't gotten tangled on her cape more than once.
yeah, that wasn't for practicality, that was for the aesthetic. You cannot say you have no interest in fashion or no eye in fashion. You put that cape on your outfit. That was you. That was your choices. And we have all seen Lumina. We know that you've got an eye for the clothes.
Oh, Lumina is... do you think Lightning had a
Just
gothic
another
Lolita face in her 12, 13 years old?
I damn hope she did. She's got to get that face back in the new world, I'm telling you that now. If I ever draw her in any outfits in the new world, I'm absolutely going to put her in something with a little bit of flair.
I need a design for her, for some... I need a certain design for her, for some stuff. You know, it's kind of... I can tell you it's kind of related to... You recall, I don't know which verse, but when she basically tells Hope that he owes her a civilian outfit.
Yeah, you've got to avoid the spoilers with me.
I mean, yeah, but that part you have read, so... Which, by the way, Seth started to edit verse 18 this morning, so it will soon come, and you will have to comment, live comment. I love your live commentary.
It's fun. It is fun doing live commentary on a fic.
Thank you, Hope. I'm not the only one who is annoyed by this. No, I didn't want to come back here. Fuck. Let me. It's a hallway. My.
On the bright side, more money. More money means more upgrades. More upgrades means you can break Hope even more.
Yeah, but I'm not in the mood, so fuck. No, it's not easy. Thank you, Hope. You're lifesaver.
Healing weapon for Lightning. Absolutely. That will help her healing abilities a lot.
Improved race. I don't really need race.
She's better murdering people.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm going the right way. Fucking hell. Did you just roll with the punches, Hope? Snow is a bad influence. You're not punching anyone, by the way.
Out of my way!
Don't take after Snow. You make a shitty tank.
He is a shitty tank. Though he takes after Lightning as a tank. If you level him up as a tank.
Unless you're into studying Final Fantasy Opera Omnia when him and Snow decide to try taking hits with Lightning and Sarah because they're feeling guilty and they're fucking idiots.
I mean,
Sorry.
Snow can do it, but...
Yeah.
No?
Snow can do it, but it's a shitty tank. Lightning and Sarah throw Machina at them, going, "Please go talk to them. They're being morons, and we can't deal with them any longer."
I want Hope's intersecting wheels episodes.
I want it so bad. They've literally only left post Benevelza as the character story for him. They've literally covered everything else in the rest of the main story and the other character stories. Post Benevelza Hope is literally the only story avenue they've left for him, from what I can tell, unless they decide to go back and decide to go over his feelings on the academy or his feelings about losing his dad or something, or losing his parents, which is a bit of a backwards stage with what they've covered already. Like, post Benevelza Hope is like the last storyline left, and I want that so badly.
Like, the only insight we have into post Benevelza Hope is Reminiscence, and he's talking to Oide, and Oide isn't exactly a known face for him to open up.
No, she's like stranger.
For venting, yes, because she's a stranger. But for opening up, he doesn't open up to Aoide. He simply he tells the story, a very fucked up story, so detached, and it's jarring, to say the least.
Yeah, it's like when Vanille's given the history lesson of like what's happened in the world in the cathedral, and it's like, this happened and so and 169 years ago Hope disappeared. You know, the director of the academy, Hope Hestime, disappeared. Like, she didn't know that, you know, that's not one of her friends that she travelled with 1,000 years ago. And it's all very history lesson, and this PowerPoint presentation of the last 500 years.
Yeah. Well, at least she mentions Hope when asked about her friends. Note that there's her friends, and note that there's an entire dialogue option about Fang, which doesn't qualify as friend. Then return
there's
level.
there's this is what happened to director F-Time, and then there's, I miss my wife, she left me. Top story that she gives for about 10 minutes.
Yeah. That, I mean, Vanille doesn't call Hope director as time or anything like that.
No, but it's just very professional.
It's very so.
The man known as Hope S-Time. Doesn't she say the man known as Hope S-Time or something?
No. And Hope.
I know Hope says that. That's what Hope says.
Time for another approach.
Fang, why are you dying? Come on, you're better than that.
Come on then. Keep the enemy off balance.
She's being harassed by the Psychom ladies.
I mean, can you blame the Psychom ladies? They all want a piece of Fang.
I have no argument against that.
Come on then.
But sorry, ladies, Fang is not single.
No.
But going about Hope and how Line Returns has everyone not giving a damn except for Snow. Bless him.
Jimbo, best bro.
Yeah. Fang is having the time of her life here, but I was going to mention Fang because in the Dead Dunes, she can hear Lightning and Hope speaking, but she doesn't even ask. He doesn't even mention Hope until she doesn't even mention. I mean, she doesn't even. She only mentions Hope a couple times, even though she knows it's sad considering teen murder.
Yeah, she's only like the man on the other end and things like that. She's very detached from the. I wonder if she can actually hear Hope, or if it's only Lightning that can hear him. But she can hear obviously that Lightning's talking to someone. I mean, she doesn't react to things that he says, so I assume she can kind of hear it, or Lightning's relaying some of it.
It's possible. I don't.
Again, the things that I overthink because that's the way my brain works.
Yeah.
But I kind of assume that it's like Bluetooth head. Like my assumption always was it's Bluetooth headset. Like only Lightning can hear Hope, but obviously everyone can hear her talking to Hope. But Fang does react to a few things that Hope says. So either she can hear him, or Lightning is kind of relaying some of it to her.
It's possible. It's just that it would be redundant to have Lightning telling Fang what Hope is saying.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's entirely possible because we know off screen that at some point Lightning told Snow that Hope is with him. With her.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all gameplay story segregation. There's like, they can't show absolutely every single thing that's happening. Even in a game where you are following her 24/7 for 13 days, there's got to be some sort of segregation between what you're seeing on screen, what you're playing.
I mean, as much as I would have loved to see Snow's reaction to being told that Hope is alive and well, sort of.
Yeah.
I understand that some things you just can't do. At least they're not efficient to do. I mean, video games require certain omission.
Yeah, same as any story. There's going to be moments in any story that's cut for impact, cut for time. Like, yeah, sure, it might make a great character moment, but it doesn't help the flow.
Like me in these couple verses that I'm going to cut short the end tight thing shorter.
Yes.
At least.
When Seth comes at you with the scissors.
No, but this time I'm doing it myself. I'm going to save myself time and save her time. I'm going to try to be brief in this entire arc because
you guys are going to get to the stage where she barely needs to edit things because you already know what she's going to edit. You just feel right. I already edited this bit out. Can you rewrite this bit in? That I don't like the way it's flying at the moment because I know that you're going to want to rewrite this bit and things like that.
The thing is, I actually told Cez that there's a couple verses that I wrote when I was in a very nasty block. I sledgehammer my way through inspiration. So I already told Cez, listen, these verses, feel free to correct and freestyle as much as you want, because I wasn't in my best brain space to write, but I had to get it done. So yeah, that's basically the last verse you read was verse 17, but I'm working now on verse 22, so you get the idea of how much work there's the workload of editing happening.
Yeah. There's reasons why you guys can have conversations around me that I'm just like, I'm completely lost and you guys can't explain anything to me, and I know that there's pain and suffering coming my way, but I'm going to enjoy it, I guess.
You're going to be suffering, but you're gonna love it.
Yeah, it's like, fine, inject all this angst into my veins. I am absolutely Stanley with the headphones in the library when you guys are talking about editing, and I'm just like, this is a wonderful day, I'm just going to carry on reading this book, ignore all the pain that you guys are talking about over my head.
I don't really need Fang here. I'm just cleaving my way through Lightning Hope.
Lightning launches them, Hope burns them.
Fang distracts them, Lightning launches them, and Hope incinerates them. Like,
Yeah, and Fang takes the hits.
It's a perfect situation.
Yeah.
Perfect plan.
Occasionally Fang will slow them.
Not really needed here.
No. Not for these ones. Maybe some of the assholes later on.
Maybe some X.
Cess would hate to watch me play because I'm very cautious. I tend to use Saboteur a lot.
Cess will hate me just because I'm living with Hope.
She'd be like screaming at me going, they're already weak, they don't need to be any weaker! Just kick them! Just kill them! I'd be like, but they might hit me in return.
Yeah.
She's like, they can't hit you if they're dead!
This will be interesting.
Great. Ladies, and I'm a fucking mech. Just my luck. I think I just heard my cats dropping something to the ground from the other room.
Oh no.
Cat things, I guess. I can have them in my bedroom, so that's why they're I have the door closed. I don't really like leaving them alone so long, so I visit them, so to speak, every couple hours or so. But yeah.
I mean, they're cats, they've got to be creating chaos somewhere. That's like their entire point of existence.
The good thing is that they're two, so at least they make each other company. So they don't feel alone. Let's go for it. Launch it.
This is where I start staggering which one hits when, so that there's always one of them keeping it in the air whilst Hope's loading up the spells. So I might make lightning attack slightly quicker so that her and Fang aren't launching at the same time.
Smite! Yeah!
Yes.
Fang, please.
It's almost dead. Okay. She can take it.
There you go. Pandoran Sphere. That was enhancement for Fang for the Saboteur role. Empowered debilitation. Yeah. Back. I don't need it. Fang is here to hit, not to saboteur. She's not a bad saboteur, but her kit is not my thing. That's all. Okay, am I going to get the roll level? Yes! I haven't really... No siphon, rabbit, scourge... This one for 6. It's going to be great. Okay. Lightning... Yeah, I got the raise? Yeah, I got the raise. Ravager... Okay. Oh, Blizzard. Blizzard? At this point? Okay. Not questioning you.
She's not gonna get it any sooner. She's only just come to terms with Bryce.
Oh, an arrow. Okay.
Arrow, good.
What arrow? Okay. I went for that. So I'm doubting to reach it. Sad. That magic +4 was not something that I couldn't refuse. That's really tasty. Magic +5. No.
Need to kill some more Psychom ladies.
Okay.
Attention all crew, code green. Repeat, code green. Security forces stand by. Hostile forces on board, code green.
Oh look, it's the thing. The Sophie anti-space one.
On your feet, scum! You too!
Chocolina!
The most powerful person in all of Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
Of course she would get them out.
Also Vanilla with the gun.
Machine gun. Also, why are these idiots coming to the cell anyway? They were perfectly fine outside the cell. Like,
There's a difference.
why would they even enter?
Let's go.
Seriously, the military fell apart when Lightning left. She was like the entire brain cell holding the operation together.
I agree.
Do I deserve to escape?
What? You'd rather die?
What?
Because that's gotta scare you. Scares me. Scares me so much. I think I might die of fright. So, I push myself to live even harder. I can just imagine Dodge laughing at me talking this nonsense.
Yeah,
now,
there's already red in
I'd
his
do anything
brand.
to see that smile.
Yeah.
Stay positive, right?
That's why
It's so sad.
I was
Sure.
so going to Crystarium with them. I was trying all this time trying to get a good shot and see if his brand had started to open the eye, because it's the development of each brand. There's a chart in the Ultimania Omega for 13 OG13 about what makes each of them and at which point they get that this or that stage. There's 13 stages, and there's something with Hope's brand that needs to be addressed. So that's why I'm keeping an eye on the brands.
I mean, if it hadn't opened the eye before Brunhilde, it probably would have after bloody Nabat got her hands on him. Where's the chat?
Okay, I'm going to get the ball level for me. Excellent. I don't know if she gets anything. Blizzard. I'm going to let her out, but I'm not going to get it. Ah! Sad. I'm still command level 1 with Sass. F. What's that? Quake? Yeah, I don't need Quake. Okay, so power chain. Oh, that's the roller thing. Power chain. Level. Okay. Almost. Okay. So, what do you say, Cel? Do we clear this map with Sass and Vanille, or do we leave it for today? We are.
I'm quite happy which way. I'm happy either which way. I've got the time if you've got the time.
Fine. Yeah. So,
yeah, I've got the time, so I don't mind.
So we can clear this with Sass and Vanille. It's not a long section, and then we can leave it for when we return to the other team. As far as I recall, it's not a long section.
No, because there's this section, then there's the bit outside on the deck, and then that's when they kind of meet up, isn't it? Ooh, Flanators.
Yeah.
Okay, these guys have got to get through the engine room and that, isn't it?
Oh, my cardings, fuck! I forgot! Yeah, the combined rifle is so cool, though.
Final Fantasy with their let's put two guns together to make an even bigger gun. That's not even the only time they do it.
So dual casting, side turner, I need smart, I need undermine. Oh, look, Lindsay's emblem.
What's that?
Mm.
What was that?
Yeah, we don't get many opportunities to see it.
Mm-hmm. It's here and there,
Yeah.
considering, you know, Cocoon society is Lindsay society, basically.
Yeah.
It's just we're more used to the pulse brand, and
Yeah.
not, I don't know how many people know that that's Lindsay's brand.
Yeah, because we don't even see that much of it on Daj, really. We get that brief glimpse of the whole thing, and then we get the little brief glimpse of like just the edge of it. But we don't see it on him that much either.
We see the brand on Sid though.
Yeah.
They always have to make these things more complicated than they need to be.
But it tends to be not what you're paying attention to as Sid. You're probably paying attention more to trying to stay alive when you see Sid.
Yeah. No.
Ugh. Planetors. Why?
Why? Kill it. Ow. So these guys.
Kill the healers first.
So these guys are actually in Final Fantasy XIV, the flatboards.
Have I seen them in Final Fantasy XIV?
No, you're not
Okay.
yet in. There's a dungeon in Shadowbringers, in the expansion of Shadowbringers, that has them.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. I'm still at the beginning.
Hell, there's even
Still before the Crystal
there's even a
Island.
flying Sith as the second boss of that dungeon. So.
Oh god. I'm still stuck behind gathering up the nerve to do another 6 million people raid. To be fair, I've been distracted by Pokemon, so I haven't actually touched 14 in a little bit. I go through
I'm not touching 14, I'm taking a long break. Except when the patch comes out, that I will do the patch and then the next. Then it's going
I go
to
through
be
stages.
a long wait until the next expansion, so I'm just Guild Wars to ing my time, basically.
Yeah, I either go through stages where I'll just like binge it for days and days, and then like I don't touch it for a little bit. But it's there when I need it.
Yeah. That's the good thing.
Yeah. And I am slowly chipping away. I'm slowly chipping away. Mostly I'm chipping away at the land of hand and the hand and land rolls instead of the actual combat rolls, because that's before the person I am. But apparently I need to progress the story, because otherwise I can't make my Weaver any higher than level 54. Because I need rainbow thread and shit. So I do actually at some point need to progress the story.
Yeah.
So what do you mean I can't make better clothes? What do you mean I need to actually play the game?
Kill it. There we go.
Wisdom does come with age.
Royal Arm. What does this do?
Isn't that triple elemental defense?
Both physical
No.
and magical resistance. Where is?
No, that's the Petra Crown I'm thinking of.
Okay, that's fine for Sax. Where am I going? Yeah.
We were talking a little bit earlier about how Saz is a man who's like already been through loss and he's already had to live with those sort of things. And it's like this again, he's gone through this horrible thing. He's watched Saz turn to crystal, and once again, he's kind of like just grinning and bearing it and moving on because he's not a young person. He's been through a lot of pain and suffering, and he can't stop. He just needs to carry on because he's been there and he's done that, and he's quite optimistic and cheerful at the moment, but it's always just lingering that suffering underneath him. It's really sad. And then like obviously when we get to Lightning Returns, we see how bad it can get all over again when he's got nothing to live for, and it's just so sad for him because he's such a sweetheart. I want good things for him. And yeah, he's kind of like surviving now by just trying to keep Vanille going and keep Vanille alive. Because someone's got to be the adult in her life. Team murder.
All these colors. What's it mean?
It means nothing.
Making a lot of SciComm guys nervous.
What fancy?
Who are they fighting?
They're morons. They need better leadership. Start filling out your application form.
If they messed up my paradigms, I'm going to scream. No, thank you. They just mess up what I had my default paradigm.
Let's hurry it up. The deal's waiting.
Thanks, priorities. I was going to say thanks very much. Saz who? But no, she actually hasn't met Saz. So.
She has met Saz. Okay. Oh.
Machinery and Hope isn't she like, oh wow!
Machine!
I could build one of these.
Machinery!
I wonder how it works. He wants to build one or make it explode.
Let's see. What do they have? Not bad. Just a level, but that's fine. Okay, so we got back to the team. I would say that's a good point to call it a day.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's only a few hours left. Well, about 2 hours, I would say, of...
Almost 3 hours.
No, I mean left of Palamecia, and then it goes into the Ark, doesn't it?
I guess it's maybe an hour and a half more. I guess.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see the next day. But yeah. Speaking of next day, we will have to consult Cess, of course. But
Yeah.
How about you?
I know this week's a little bit less available for me. Yeah, tomorrow I could have done, potentially, but otherwise I'm off on the weekend. But yeah, the rest of the week's a little bit full for me.
For the weekend. Okay, maybe we can ask Cess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then
I'm completely off this weekend, and I can't leave the house much because there's a massive fair going on nearby, and it's about 500 meters from my house, and I don't leave it.
Okay, then let's say aiming for the weekend, but not sure because we have to ask Cess. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, then let's leave it at here.
Yep.
It's been a wild ride. Well, it's been a wild ride. It's been 1 hour with Saz and Vanille, an hour and maybe another hour with Team Murder. It's been eventful.
But the reunion approaches.
Yeah. So.
And then shit's gonna hit the fan.
Yeah, that's going to be great. That's going to be great.
We've got some epic cutscenes.
We talk a lot of lore actually, unrelated to what was happening, but lots of lore anyway.
Well, you got to fill in the gaps whilst we're kicking ass and not a lot lore-wise is going on.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's just so much to talk about in this game.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're going to leave it at here, and let's see if this weekend we heal it up again. So see ya.